Welcome to another episode of Sports and Discourse with your host Derek Stevenson and Hub Arkush, man. He uh he came right out and said, man, he's not voting for Aaron Rodgers for MVP. And he had actually said on the radio that he made up his mind in the summertime that he just wasn't gonna vote for Aaron Rodgers just because he thinks he's a jerk, man. And I'm sure a lot of people across the NFL and fans, they all agree that Aaron Rodgers is a jerk. Um, you wouldn't probably find too many people that would say he has a very likable personality. But the thing is, when you when you're privileged enough to have a vote for the MVP, you have to take it serious, man, and you got to show some integrity. You can make cases for other athletes. For instance, well, not now, but before last week, you can make a case that Jonathan Taylor deserved to be MVP. I'm sure he's probably not going to get any votes now, but before then, you can make a case that he deserved to be MVP. You can still make a case that Tom Brady deserves to be MVP. Um, Me personally, I think Aaron Rodgers deserves to be MVP. But if you don't want to vote for Aaron Rodgers, that's fine. Like, I totally understand. But you can't just say, I'm not going to vote for the guy because I don't like him. Um, when it gets to a point where, these, because it's only 50 people that's actually privileged enough to have a MVP vote. And when it gets to the point where, they got personal vendettas against players, I think they just got to be removed from the process, man, because you can never really tell what's in somebody's heart. You can never really tell why they make the decisions that they make. Um, but when you know about it, man, I feel like something has to be done. I personally believe that as a reporter or whoever it is, broadcaster, whoever these people are that had these votes, I really just don't think you should even be discussing it publicly because I think it's just one of those things where you make your decision and you vote for who you want to vote for. You vote for who you think deserves to be the MVP. And it's probably a lot of people that actually make their votes based off of emotion, which is not really good for the game. But if we don't know about it, there's nothing we can really do. Um, but if we do know about it, I feel like something needs to be done, and maybe his vote probably needs to be revoked. Now, since he came out with with these comments, Aaron Rodgers had a little bit to say about it. Aaron Rodgers said that he said that dude's a bum. He said he's never actually met this person or had a conversation with this person. So he said that him basing his decision off of Aaron Rodgers' personality, he's saying he doesn't know him at all. So there's no way he can base his decision off of his personality when he's never met him. And Aaron Rodgers just he came out and said, he said you need to throw another V in the voting, man, and call it the most valuable vaccinated player. And I definitely think Aaron Rodgers definitely rubbed a whole lot of people the wrong way this year with him lying about being vaccinated. Um, there's just a lot of people in general in this country that don't like the idea of people choosing not to be vaccinated. Um, and here's the deal, man. Me personally, I I chose to go on and get vaccinated. And the reason why I did it was because, like, I'm gonna be honest with you, man. Me and my wife had bought a cruise, and after we paid for the cruise, they said you got to be vaccinated. And at that point, I said, well, I'm gonna go on and do it so we can go on this cruise, man. Because one thing me and my wife do is me and my wife we travel all the time. So at some point, I felt like they were gonna eventually force anybody that travels to be vaccinated. So I felt like I could only run from it for so long. But I I actually was unvaccinated for a long period of time. You know, me personally, I I don't really get sick that much, and I'm not sure if I've had COVID or not. I've never had symptoms, and I've never tested positive, and I've been tested probably like 4 times at this point. Um, so I may or may not have had COVID, but with me, never having tested positive and never being sick, I was just gonna ride it out, man. I had no intentions of being vaccinated, but like I said, I made my decision based on, me and my wife are going to do a lot of traveling. So that's why I did what I did. But I would never knock anybody for choosing one way or the other. Like people that felt like it was safer, um, I'm okay with that. My wife, she's the director of nursing, and she felt like in the position that she was in a position of leadership in the health field, she felt like she had enough information and she wanted to make the decision. Um, and we talked about it, and she decided very early on that she was going to go on and get vaccinated. And, I was cool with it. And she was cool with my decision to hold off on it. And that's, how I feel about it. I feel like everybody has the right to make their own decision. Um, I don't like, uh, I don't like people lashing out against other people if they choose to do otherwise. And I feel like Aaron Rodgers lying about it, I don't respect that at all. Like I feel like tell the truth, uh, you know, and explain your reasons, and people should accept your reasoning. So if he didn't feel like he wanted to be vaccinated, I feel like he should have just told the truth. And all the people that he works with and plays against should be made aware of that, and they can decide, how they feel about it after that. But I don't think he should be penalized in MVP voting just because he may be a little bit of an asshole, man. Like I said, man, he feels like they should call it the most valuable vaccinated player award. Um, and honestly, you know, it seems like this reporter like he has it out for Aaron Rodgers probably because of some of that. So anyways, man, I just feel like you know, people in these positions need to take it a little more serious. Don't discuss it. Which, he's kind of came out and like I said, he's retracted his statement. Um, he understands that he made a mistake from talking about it publicly. And I think moving forward, they need to be very careful with this type of situation because, like I said, I think it takes away from the integrity of the game. Anybody that's fortunate enough to be in those type of positions needs to handle that with great care, and don't let your personal emotions, get involved. Like you may or may not like a particular player, but you need to be as honest as you can about um, what's actually happening on their field of choice. And if, like I said, if you don't think Aaron Rodgers deserves the MVP award because other players outplayed him, that's fine. But if you don't think he deserves it because he's just a bad person, that's I don't really think there's no room for that, man. And I think people with that type of mentality, once they become exposed, should probably they should probably lose their position or their privilege to vote. But anyways, man, let me know, what do you think about that situation? Do you feel like you know, that Aaron Rodgers deserves the MVP? Do you feel like he's probably going to be penalized for his stance on the vaccine? Just give me your thoughts on it, man, and We'll get back at it next time on Sports and Discourse with Derek Stevenson.